Hi, this is Heather Clifford with eXp Realty here in beautiful Campbell River and the Comox Valley area with a market update for the month of May. Now we're going to look at the numbers from April 2024. I'm sitting at my open house here in Willow Point doing my update today. And it seems like everyone wants to talk about real estate. Everyone has an opinion of what they believe is happening in the marketplace. As well, we hear a lot of stories on the news about real estate, and I want to dispel a lot of the rumors and a lot of the fake news that we're all hearing today, which is helping to form opinions. So I track everything that I'm going to talk about. I read all the stories. I don't just read the headlines. And then I have the numbers from the Vancouver Island Real Estate Board and specifically about the Campbell River and the Comox Valley areas. So I am going to talk about a blanketed area, and then I'm going to micro it down to our unique areas here on Vancouver Island. So stay tuned. I've put a presentation together for you, and I really look forward to sharing it. Okay, so let's get started. I always like to let everyone know that I do have a certification working with seniors in real estate, as well as I do a lot of probate sales, working with executors and administrators and lawyers as well. If you have any questions in regards to that, you can reach out to me. I don't mind having a conversation at all. So generally every month, either our chair or our chief executive officer, Jason Yoakum, gives us an update on what's happening and what the realtors are talking about on the street. But in the last market update that came out from the board, we did not actually get a update. So they're still speaking about March, and we are now into May. So I'm just going to skip over that and let you know that is why I'm not speaking to it. And I'm going to head straight into the news. And this is where you and I are getting a lot of our information, but it is also where people only read the headlines and then they make their own decisions, or they start partaking in conversations around the coffee table when they haven't read the whole article. And this is how misinformation is getting out. And really interesting, some of these articles, and I'm going to go through each one. The one on the left that says, or my left anyhow, the most splendid housing bubble in Canada, spring rally fizzles and prices 14% from peak in February 2022. This article came out on May the 16th, so this past week. However, if you read this article, all of the stats that they're talking about and the sales picking up and everything of that nature was from September and October of 2023. And I don't think at this point in the year, we can be looking back that far and making judgment calls on what's happening today. So I take that one right off the shelf. Canada's home sales and prices fall as sellers return to the market. That also is in line with the other article at the bottom that says it's chaos. Cottage owners rush to sell ahead of capital gains tax changes. So why are so many properties coming on the market? Because right now we know that the market is gaining a lot of inventory. So more houses are coming on the market than houses are selling at this particular time. And it could be a couple of different reasons. One, because yes, we're in the spring market, but also remember that the government has made two really impactful changes in the last couple of months. The capital gains is a big one. So you might see a lot of people saying it's not making any sense if I'm going to hold this property, and they're trying to get it off the shelf, off their books before the June 25th deadline. So that could be one. The other is the Airbnb properties that are sitting on their own. So there's not Airbnb running out of a house where the owner is in the property as well, but there's a lot of condos or smaller houses that have been run as Airbnb that are no longer going to be able to run that way. And so those people are in a hurry to get those properties sold as well. So that could be why all of a sudden we're getting so much inventory on the market. The other big thing that I thought was quite interesting was Real estate sales down month over month. And also home sales and new home construction both have dropped. So here we had an announcement by our Liberal government last month saying that they were going to build almost 4 million homes by 2031. And yet now what we're seeing is house construction, condo construction is all down. And it's down because of the high interest rates, the cost of construction today, the lack of workers that we have in a lot of the different areas. And so they're kind of combining the home construction down and price of houses down. Well, where exactly are the prices of homes down? Because it's not wise to just hear that statement and realize that's a blanket statement, and it all depends where you live. There's nothing more important to realize is that real estate is very individual to where that location is. And we've heard that my whole 34 years I've been in real estate. Location, location, location. What else have we got here? 14 buyers go to bat for updated back split with an in-law suite. Multiple offers happening. I've been in 3 multiple offers in the past month. However, it's only in a very small pocket type of homes. So rancher style homes are extremely popular, but if they're overpriced or they're not in good condition, they're not going to sell in multiple offers. However, having said that, I was also in a multiple offer on a home that needed a complete renovation. So there are still people that are wanting to get into the marketplace that can only afford a house of that nature, or we still have people that want to flip homes or go in and renovate them and maybe hold on to them, rent them out. I'm not sure. There's a lot of government incentives going on in that respect. And what's this last one here? Would-be home buyers are in limbo and only the Bank of Canada can free them. Well, I really like this little headline, and I'll tell you why. Because it is very true. There are a lot of buyers out there. I'm sitting at an open house. I've had quite a people come through this open house. So I know that there are buyers out there. I get a lot of realtor.ca inquiries on my listing. So I know myself personally, there are buyers out there. However, there's not a lot of confidence within Canada as the consumers go right now. So we're all sitting and waiting for the Bank of Canada to make their rate announcement on June the 5th. We have been told since the beginning of the year that rates are going to come down. In fact, we've been told that we're supposed to be 5 consecutive rate drops, of which we have not seen one yet. Now, having said that, usually the Bank of Canada follows suit with what the feds are doing in the US. Jerome Powell has said, in no uncertain terms, he is not reducing interest rates because that US economy is too strong. Whereas Tiff Macklin for the Bank of Canada has now said that our economy is almost perhaps at a recession stage where they are probably going to risk the Canadian dollar becoming weaker by decreasing the interest rates in June. So we'll see if that happens. And if it happens, that definitely will restore consumer confidence in the marketplace. And we should see a shift of buyers coming back to the table. And until then, all we're seeing is inventory grow in all areas. So let's move on here. Here we go. So even though prices have continued to go up, it's basically 13,000 over last month, and then this month we're looking at just 9,000. So they're still going up, but they're not jumping at such high rates as they were back in March and February. So in February, active listings were 915. Then we saw them increase to 1,084. And now in April, our listed inventory is just shy of 1,300. So you can see that inventory is coming on the market. People are wanting to get on and get moving. However, they're not selling as quickly as everyone wants them to. If we look at our sales from March to April, you'll see in Campbell River, we jumped up to 31 detached homes sold from 24 in March. So that's a big increase. And then look at the Comox Valley. We had 48 in March, and this past month, we had 66 detached homes sell. So let's break that down. So if we look at the medium house price, so the medium sales price is the price where half of the listed prices are higher and the other half are lower. What we have in Campbell River is 718,000, and in the Comox Valley, 825,500. And we can also then look at what average house prices are. And I look at three different types of property values. This particular chart is looking at median prices, and it also looks at average sale prices. So an average sale price is quite a bit higher than a median price. So in Campbell River, it's 766,000, almost 767,000. But look at the Comox Valley, it's almost $125,000 higher, sitting at $947,555. So the average sale price is the total dollar sum of all sold prices divided by that number. Here, if we look at the benchmark pricing of single family homes, Campbell River is at 678,800, and that is actually up 7% from the previous year. And the Comox Valley is also up 9% from the previous year, and that's sitting at 857,300. So there's lots of different ways to look at the value of our properties. This takes all the properties into consideration. And when I would do a market evaluation, I'm most certainly not looking at every single home on the market that is listed or sold. I'm only going to look at apples to apples. So square footage, how old your home is, the renovations, your lot size, and if you have any views. Also remember, in these benchmark prices, it does not include acreages or waterfront properties because they're in a whole different category all to themselves. This is your townhouse benchmark prices. Campbell River, 519,900. Comox Valley is now sitting at 549,500. And I have also included the charts that we can look at month over month and year over year. So here we have in Campbell River, the benchmark price, as I said, was 678,800. That's only up 1,300 from last month. However, year over year, it's up 41,000. And we know we've had a few little spikes throughout the year in the market in Campbell River, as well as in the Comox Valley. The benchmark price, as we said, was 857,300. And that is up last month by only $1,000. But overall, in the last year, it's up $67,000. So basically what we're starting to see is prices have stopped really steeply going up, and they're kind of just holding right now because inventory is building. So it comes right down to supply and demand. Condo market, we can look at the same thing. Campbell River, we are down over last month by just about $4,000. And also the Comox Valley in the condo market is also down $2,200 over last month. Now, are investors putting those condos on the market because they were renting them in different aspects than just monthly rental? I don't know. Are they putting them on the market to avoid capital gains at the higher 67%? Not necessarily so, because you're talking possibly about condos that are much lower priced than the big cities. And here's your townhouses. Campbell River, we are only up like $1,000 over last month and $1,000, $1,500 over last month in the Comox Valley. So once again, prices are starting to stabilize, we could say. We'll see what happens when the stats come out for the month of May. So let's talk a little bit about who our buyers and sellers are right now. Well, I sold a house to a lady that came from the mainland, and the lady at the home that she bought is moving to Ontario. I have sold a young couple a home, and they're coming from Alberta, from Calgary, Alberta. Now, the home they bought was a probate sale. I've actually done 3 probate sales this past couple of weeks. So there's a lot of that going on right now. The other thing that's happening with all these probate sales, and you must hear me talk about this month over month, is the next wave of trickle-down wealth is upon us right now. They started in 2023, and they say it's going to go to about 2026. And they say that a massive amount of money is beginning to change hands through cross generations. And this transfer of wealth is almost $1 trillion. And so we will continue to see these kids, these young adults that are receiving this money, maybe moving up the socio ladder into bigger houses. And we will also see that these homes from someone that's died in the family come on the market and get sold as probate sales. So we're seeing a lot of that in the Comox Valley and Campbell River areas. We're not seeing a huge investor influx in the marketplace right now. I think that with everything happening with the government every single month or every couple of months coming out with these big, bold statements to save us as a country, and introducing all kinds of taxes and different rules and regulations on how we can use our property, it might be scaring off a lot of investors, and they might be thinking of putting their money somewhere else. Not sure right now. I think everyone is just kind of sitting tight and waiting to see what's going on. If we look at our snapshot month over month, look at the difference in the number of listings coming on the property in just 1 week, in 7 days. Pending sales, those are homes that have accepted offers, subjects removed. Little bit of a difference there as well in May. More homes coming on the market, more homes selling, and more price decreases on the houses that are just sitting. Now, here's another statistic that I like to say. On an average right now, they're saying that homes are taking about 41 days to sell. So just over a month. Having said that, is if you put all the houses in one basket and tell us that, it doesn't really solve my problem as a seller that has a house worth $900,000 to be told it's only going to take 41 days, and compare it to all the other houses that are up for sale right now in the same price range. And I can see a lot of them have been sitting for 75, 90 days. So I think when we look at how long homes are selling, when we look at the sale ratio to the sell price from what the list price was, all of those have to be done really independently based on what your home is, not as a blanket, just like the news. Same thing goes there. Right now, I'd like to do a shout out for my listing at 8851 Henderson Avenue in Black Creek for sale. It is $849,900, an amazing neighborhood. I just love the Saratoga Beach area. This is a 2-bedroom and den, and it backs onto the Saratoga 9-hole golf course. Very, very lovely home. Lots of opportunity with this property. I have a stunningly beautiful townhome off of England Avenue and 14th Street, downtown Courtney. It's a couple years old. It is high end and stunning. There are 2 primary bedrooms, which means each bedroom has its own bathroom, plus a big bonus room downstairs, over 2,000 square feet. Asking price is $725,000, and the last sale in that complex I did was $725,000. It was right next door. So this is priced really well, this townhome. I have, where I'm sitting right now at my open house, a beautiful, really cute little bungalow house on the Island Highway, right where the Seawalk starts here in Willow Point. It is just over 1,000 square feet, big lot, just about 9,000 square feet, separate garage. The house has been completely renovated from head to toe, and all the people that have come through my open today have just said, wow, this is such a special property. And it truly truly is. It's got views off the front, patio off the front, patio off the back, really nice pergola and sitting areas, fully fenced backyard, and a great little price for this property. Lot A Lake Trail Road is back on the market. 789,000. It's just shy of 10 acres. It would make a great estate property, a really good holding property. It is right at the city limits of Courtenay right now. We do know that the regional district, it's in the regional district, is not looking at any further development for this area because it is now encompassed by the city of Courtenay. So it will be up to the city of Courtenay to bring this property into the city limits, which we don't know if it's 5 years, 10 years down the road, but the property is beautiful and you could put 2 homes on it at this time. I also have a commercial property, and a lot of you will know the Courtenay Thrift Store, which is right on Cumberland Road. This is a really big 5,000 to 6,000 square feet. It's got 2 road frontages, and it is asking $1.1 million. Let me know if you'd like more information on this fantastic high exposure property. I have an accepted offer on Coleman Road. This is a great little 0.67 of an acre property, and we now have an accepted offer and we are waiting for probate. So this is a probate. This property right here on Lake Trail Road, that is a probate that is now complete. This is a property I just sold outside Campbell River on Dolly Varden. Beautiful home. And a property that just sold on Conrad Road off of Cumberland Road in Courtenay. Very happy for my buyers. And that covers everything that I wanted to go over today on my market update. So I have one more item to share with you. I just came back from Toronto where the EXP convention took place this past week, and I took quite a number of courses, but 2 of them in particular were really upgrades to courses I had taken before. One is our relocations course, and I'm quite excited to put that to work now that I'm back. And the other one that I took was my luxury real estate course. Now, I've done 3 other luxury courses, and I did a couple of them when I was the managing broker for the Whistler Real Estate Company. And really, it's just upgrading my skills and what I knew from the past and working with the new tools that are available today. So I look forward to sharing those with you when we work together. So once again, thank you very much for lending me your ear and letting me talk to you a little bit about what's in the news, about what's happening in the Comox Valley and the Campbell River area when it comes to real estate. And there's always a story from everyone and every different article that we read. And it's, we all have opinions and we're all entitled to them. I just hope that we're well informed. And if you'd like to have a conversation at any time, just pick up the phone. My name's Heather, and take care, everyone.